welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. This is Mohona Khan, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how you can create this really nice foxy eye makeup look. This is a trend that has been going on quite a bit on the internet. I've been seeing a lot of people with foxy eye makeup on Instagram, on YouTube and on all the social media platforms, and I thought I really should give it a try and make a tutorial for you guys. So this is my take on a foxy eye, and this is what I came up with. I really hope that I did any justice to all those beautiful girls who did this eye look. Without further ado, if you want to see how I created this foxy eye makeup look, then please keep on watching. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then please subscribe, and if you enjoy watching the video that you're watching right now, then please hit the thumbs button. It would mean the absolute world to me. So as always, I've already prepped my skin really well, and I've also done my eyebrows. I'm going to do my primer first and then move on to my eyes and then come back to my face. So for primer today, I'm using the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. So I've kind of pumped it all over my face, and now I'm going to blend it all over. By the way, I have done a little bit of a different hairstyle today. I have done a really tight ponytail so that it kind of lifts my face a little and makes my eyes look a little uplifted, but it did not do a lot. So let's see how it turns out. So now that I look like a shiny disco ball, I'm going to be moving on to my eyes. As you can tell, I primed my eyelids with a little bit of a concealer, and for eyeshadow I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette. This is a really affordable one, and it has all the brown tones that I need to create this foxy eye look. In this look, all the attention really goes to the smoky winged liner, but I do not want my eyelids to be completely bare. So for that, I'm using this shade right here, and I'll apply it all over my eyelids and crease, and I'll buff it out really nicely. I'm not really applying a lot of color. I'm just applying a light wash of this shade all over my eyelids, and so this is how I want this shade to look on my eyes. You can see I have not done a lot. I have just put it all across my eyelids and my crease. I'm switching over to a short shader brush, and I'm going to be picking this shade right here. This is a dark brown, and I'm going to be picking very light amounts of it, and I'll start mapping out the liner. You do not have to be very precise with this one. You just want to lay the shape of the liner. It might look a little scary and messy right now, but trust me, it's all going to come together in the end. Now I'm taking the same brown shade, but I'm taking it with the help of an angular brush. This time I'm just being a little more precise with my application and not as smoked out as I was doing it before. Going back with the previous short shader brush, and I'm just blending out the harsh edge. Now that I'm kind of happy with the shape of my smoky winged liner, I'm going to be going in with the tiniest bit of black, and for that I'm using this single shadow by Missclaire, and it's in the number 0824. This is a really nice black. I quite like the shadow, so I'm using this one. Only if I can open it. So I'm being very careful with the black shadow because it can go wrong anytime, and I'm just applying at the very bottom of my upper lash line. I'm taking very little at once and then taking more as I am going on, because if I apply way too much at once, it will be very hard for me to blend. Now that I am happy with the intensity of the black eyeshadow on my eye, I am again going to blend it really nicely. The key to creating this look is just blending, blending and blending. The more you blend, the better the results you will get. Now, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'll be taking this bone shade with the help of a flat shader brush, I'll take a very tiny amount and I'll just clean up this portion of my eyelid. Now that I'm done with this eye, I'll do the same thing on my other eye and be right back. So I'm kind of done with the eyeshadow bit on both my eyes. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but bear with me, it will look good at the end, hopefully. So I'll move back to my face for the time being, and for my foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour foundation, and I'm in the shade 30, Golden Amber. No, it's only amber. So this is how my face looks after applying the foundation. This foundation is pretty nice. It has kind of a medium to full coverage, and you can see my face looks kind of flawless right now. Next up for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and I am in the shade medium. You can see it's almost empty. I'm just using the bit that is left on the sponge, and I don't think I need to say that I like this concealer because you can see by the condition of it. So I'm applying it on the usual areas, that is underneath my eyes, in between my eyebrows, on the bridge of my nose, on the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. I'm going to be dragging my concealer a little higher up to my temples today because again I want that lifted look. For setting my face, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 25 Medium Moyen. So for my lower lash line, I'm taking the first transition shade that I use and I'll apply it very lightly just on the outer corners of my eyes. I'm not going to go all the way in because that way my eyes will look smaller. Using the tiniest bit of that brown eyeshadow on the very end of my eyes to connect my upper lids, to connect my upper lash line with my lower lash line. I'm not taking a lot, I'm using the tiniest amount of it. At this moment it kind of looks like just a smoky wing liner. The next step that I am going to do is really very important in this Foxy look, and that is I am going to be taking the Maybelline Line Tattoo Hyper Ink Liner. This is a very fine brush tip liquid liner. With this I am going to be creating the little inner corner wing, and I'll make sure that the wing points downwards because only in that way you will get that elongated eye effect. And I'll try not to talk while doing this because in that way it would create a really bad mess. I had to completely hold my breath to do this. So this is how one of my eye looks. I'll do the same thing, at least I'll try to do the same thing on my other eye. So to open up my eyes a little more, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Nude Kohl pencil, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of this Essence White Kohl because the mixture of these two shades looks really great on the waterline for me. Now I'll apply a quick coat of mascara on my upper and lower lash line both. Now at this point it's completely up to you whether you want to apply falsies or not, but personally I'm going to apply some falsies. While choosing an eyelash for this eye look, you want to go with something that is winged out on the outer edge and is shorter on the front, so I'm choosing this one. Today I'll try to apply the lash on camera, although it's a very difficult thing to do. I'll try to do it. So again I'm concentrating more on the outer edge and leaving the inner corner as it is. So you can clearly see the difference. I have put on false lashes on this one, and this eye I haven't. I did not go for a very heavy pair. These are the ones that I went for. I'm pretty sure these are from Europe Paris, but I have lost the box. So this is how my eye looks with the lash on. I'll pop on the lash on the other eye. So these are the eyes all complete, and you can see how sexy and sultry it looks. I'll quickly complete the rest of my face now. So I'll be contouring and bronzing up my face pretty generously today because again I want that lifted look, and for that I'm using the Bahama Mama bronzer by the BALM. Also today I'm going to be going a little higher up with my bronzer and contour because I want my cheekbones to look higher up. A pretty chiseled look today, I'm going to bake underneath my contour and on the sides of my nose today. For that I'm using the exact same loose powder that I used before, and I'm just going to carve out my contour. While I look crazy, I'll apply a little bit of blush. I'm not going to apply a lot of it. I'm using the Maybelline Master Blush palette, and I'll be taking this muted peach shade and I'll apply a very little amount of it. With your blush again, you want to go a little high. You want to go on your cheekbones and not on the apples of your cheek, because in that way you'll get that lifted look. Highlighter, I'm going to be taking the Makeup Revolution Pro Illuminate highlighter. So I'll highlight the usual places that I like to highlight. I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone with the help of the same highlighter. I'm not going to be highlighting my inner corners today. I'm just going to be highlighting my brow bone. It's time to dust off this bake. I don't know what happened here. I think the powder kind of clinged onto my dry patch, but never mind. For your lips, you can go with any color that you want because the eyes are pretty neutral, but today I'm going to be going with a nude, and for that I'm using this Nykaa bullet lipstick, and it's in the shade Caramel Mocha. Lastly, I'm going to spritz my face with a little bit of a setting spray, and for that I am using the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Illuminating Setting Spray. So this is the final finished look. This is how the makeup turned out. This is how the eye look turned out. I really hope that you guys liked today's video. If you did, then please let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, take care, stay safe, stay at your homes. I love you. Bye bye.